What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the XOHL live multi-stream here, right here, coming to you guys live. And joining me tonight, right here on the satellite feed, coming to you guys live, Jay Rez. Rez, what's going on, brother? How are you?
What's going on, Hollywood? Thank you for having me again. It's really cool to see this broadcast desk you have with me on the satellite TV there. It's really cool stuff. I'm excited for tonight's games. We got some Friday night hockey.
Hey, we make things happen here. That's what we do. Late night hockey, XOHL. It's late night. It's 11:30 p.m. Eastern, and we got three great series lined up here for you guys tonight. We're gonna take a look here right now. Let me just pull up these standings. So right now, Penis still on top, 34 points. We got the Hawks right below him, 30 points. No life gamers with 23, and then a big battle here for fourth place. Both St. John and Lag tied with 14. And the Bananas with 9 points coming in here tonight. But just as we saw last night, things could change rather quickly. A couple wins here, a couple losses there. Could change the seedings here as far as where each team will finish come playoff time.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I also want to shout out to King of Manolis bringing this on here, where he has the whole standings. He gets you all the scores from last night. This is from last night. We had Penis and St. John. How about this? St. John winning 6-0 shutout win, game 1 over Penis last night. But then Penis taking game 2 6-3. So they split that series. Legends of Lag against the Gamers. Gamers took game 1 7-1. But then Lag comes game 2, just as the other series, and they went 6-4 here. So they split the series. You yourself there, J Rez, and the Hammerhawks took both games against the Bananas, 3-0 and 3-2. But a much closer series, I would say. Bananas, usually are getting blown out. I mean, like these huge scores on here against you guys or against Penis. But last night, they kept the games close, competitive on there. You did win both of them, but I think Bananas team, plus, they were involved in a lot of trades. And sometimes you don't click right away. It takes maybe a game or series to do so.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So that is that. I'm grabbing the streams on here as well. Looks like we do have them. Let me bring up the triple feature here for you guys. Once again, Mr. Hollywood here with the play-by-play. I'm joined here by Jay Rez, coming via the satellite booth. Maybe one day, Jay, we're gonna get you the green screen. Maybe we'll put you right here at the desk with me, man.
Oh, definitely. That'd be great. I can't wait for that.
Awesome. And here we go. Triple screen, triple feature. Let's take a look at the lineups. Who we got here, man? For the Hawks, Basher, Dynasty, Flex, Zombie and Brains in net, Super Roger over at the right wing spot, and then left wing Vuka over there for the Hawks. What do you think about your boys tonight? You're without you in the lineup there tonight, but look pretty solid here on paper.
This is going to be an interesting matchup. No Life Gamers, a solid team. They definitely bring in a competitive style of game that you can't take lightly. So I'm going to be rooting my guys on. They have more than enough capability of getting the job done, but they're going to have to play smart against this team because this team means business. They're in the third spot. They're trying to climb up the ladder, and this is a huge game for them. Huge series.
And, last week you guys played, both games were 1-goal games. It was all close. It was like 2-1 games. Very close, competitive on there, low-score games. And a big part of that, the goaltenders on both sides kept the games close. I'm talking about, Clancy, talking about Zombie on there for both teams. And I think the same thing we're going to see here tonight. I don't have the lineup yet for the Gamers, but we're going to see that shortly. Let's take a look at the other series. We got Legends of Lag in action here tonight. This one should be good as well. They got Kessel over there, Shotgun, BC Renton, Tex, King Manolis, who's also bringing us the stream here tonight. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Stepping up here for us in the media. They got the newly acquired Flaming Dragon as well. There for Lag tonight.
This is gonna be an interesting matchup because Legends of Lag, they split the series yesterday with No Life Gamers, which I think was a huge moment for them because they haven't been doing well against the higher seeded teams in that sense in the standings. And I think splitting with No Life, especially after losing pretty badly in the first game, was a huge sign for them. Also, a team made quite a few moves and changed this roster around a little bit. And it looks like something might finally be clicking here with Legends of Lag. But, they have a really tough matchup. They're playing standings-wise the top team in the league. This isn't going to be easy. They're going to have to bring their A game if they want to try to pull out at least a game out of this series.
Absolutely. But I'll say this, Penis on here, you guys took him down last week, end of the week. And then just last night, St. John was able to do so. So now that, teams have found a way.
We were playing our games yesterday.
Yeah. So I think teams have found ways now to try to take down this enormous team that was perfect, undefeated here. Will Legends of Lag be able to do so here tonight? We'll see. I'm looking at the lineups there. Gamers, actually, they're going with a different goaltender here tonight. Looks like newly acquired the Lions FTW in there in net for the Gamers. So that's going to be interesting to see.
Right.
We'll see what he's going to be able to bring to the table here tonight.
Yeah, definitely.
That one's about to kick off. St. John on the bottom of your screen. Looks like they're ready. They're waiting on their opponents. You got Lacara, Lebronto, Noto, Owen Wilson, Devil Dog, and Disney is Greedy in there for St. John. And that's a key matchup because both those teams have split the series so far, 2-2. So it's deciding factor here tonight for St. John to get the head to head.
Yeah, definitely. This is a huge series for Orangeville. They really don't want to go down any further in the differential point-wise in the standings, and they're behind Legends of Lag and Sam Squanch, who both have the same amount of points, and these are 4 very crucial points for the Bananas.
Absolutely. Looks like the lag, they might be experiencing some lag over there. It looks like that that room had to be restarted, so they're going to reset that on here. But this one's on the way, so we got the Hawks. No Life Gamers. I expect a great matchup here. We saw a great one last week between these two teams. We'll see what happens here. Hawks have been on the rise here as of late, but so have the Gamers. Gamers have been bouncing that. And we got a first shot on that there, save. So that should be tremendous. For St. John, man, I think last night was a big booster for them to get a win against Penis, for a team that has been, not really quite there, or not really quite what we all thought there would be at this point.
Not with the roster they have, absolutely. Yeah.
But they proved last night they could beat anybody. If you could take down Penis, man, you could take anybody down here this season. So, but they got to continue here tonight. They need to get the wins. They need to get the points here. Because remember, you got Legends of Lag right there, right with them, fighting for that number 4 spot.
Yeah, definitely. That game yesterday was super impressive. 6-0 victory in the first game. Braced Robin with the shutout, especially right after the show yesterday where you put him on the bottom of the
I did
goalie rankings, and he stepped up. Though he heard it, he stepped up and he had a shutout against one of the best teams in the league. So I mean that was huge. We were playing our game yesterday with the Hammerhawk game, but there's a few of us who were still actually watching and keeping an eye on the Sam Squanch Penis game, and I was watching that 6-zip shutout, and the team played great, and it just shows you a potential of what they have on that roster and what they can do against good teams.
Absolutely, and we'll see what they do here tonight. So that one's waiting to start off. We got our first goal of the night, and the Hammerhawks get on the board, and looks like that was Vuka with the opening goal. Flex had an assist on there, as well of looks like Super Roger with the other assist. So Vuka getting the boys on the board here early. Got about 9 minutes remaining in the first period. But yeah, I agree with you, with St. John. And, and you mentioned about the goaltender on there. Yes, I did. There were some shots fired on there, but that's what you got to do. You got to, prove me wrong.
Not shots fired. It's just, listen, the numbers speak for themselves, and you made it clear. And, I'm sure Brace took that as constructive criticism and said, "Listen, I got to fucking play better. I'm number one, first round draft pick. I got to step it up," and he did, and it was great. It wasn't in a massive amount of shots or anything. I think he only got like 7 shots on, but he made sure none of those pucks went in the net, and that's all you could ask for.
And he's definitely making sure he's not on that list here this week. Maybe on the opposite list, but definitely impressed. Not only did they beat Penis, but like you mentioned, it was a shutout win. They shut them out.
It was dominating.
Nobody has done that, to be able to do so, and to win a game like that is tremendous.
Yeah, agreed.
So we got here. You got any good ideas? Any good early prediction to start the night off? We could do whatever, man.
Early predictions, yeah. Let's do a under over on this Hawks and No Life Gamers game, and I don't know. It's 1-0. First period there's only about 5 minutes left, so I don't know. What do you think? Maybe let's do like 4 goals for the over under
for the game.
Yeah, in total.
Okay. All right. I want to do. You know what? I want to do. Let's do. I hate having draws at the end, so let's do 4.5, man.
Okay. Fair enough.
4.5 or 3.5. What do you think?
Let's go 3.5. Let's get crazy.
Yeah, because you know what? You guys did have close games last time, man. It was like 2-1 games, so.
See a lot of defense going on in this game right here. Good opportunities, but some good goaltending. So this could be a low-scoring event.
So I'm going to put that on the board there. I'll put it for 2 minutes. Let guys wager. The first prediction of the night, prediction poll. Remember, you guys could wager your points. You want. The more points you wager, the more you can win. It's 3.5 goals total by both teams. Right now, there's only 1 goal so far. 3.5 total. So they got to score 4 goals if you're going to pick the over. In that Hammerhawks No Life Gamers game. There's about 3 minutes left in the first period. And we got the other series starting off as well. That's the Legends of Lag or Penis. And so far, this Penis team, it's how they start off here. How did they come off in a good start or not, because once they get started, once they start packing those goals in, I don't think anybody's there to stop them,
Exactly.
So
it's an avalanche. Avalanche. You let one in, and they get in your head, and it just turns into just one after the other, and it gets out of control.
Absolutely.
Looks like the other game is just about to start as well. So finally, all 3 teams ready to take the ice. All 3 series, sorry, not teams. We got a delayed penalty already on the Legends of Lag, so it looks like Penis are going to go up on a power play, which is going to be a big moment here. You definitely don't want to be the team that starts out with a 1-goal deficit against, one of the more ferocious teams in the league.
Absolutely. And just tune in, it's Mr. Hollywood here with Jay Resnick calling the play-by-play. It's the Extreme Online Hockey League, the XOHL, the only league that will give you this late-night action here, Friday night, late-night hockey here. We're going to go past midnight here, absolutely. It's scheduled for 2. Game 1's on the board right now. And we got a opening goal for St. John, 1-0 there. Hawks still leader, 1-0 at the end of the first. And scoreless game there between Lag and Penis. But Penis has a power play.
Now that you say it, Penis finally puts one on the board and make it a 1-0 game here. Yeah, 1-0 games all around.
Yeah, listen, it's tough to stop this team. But on top of that, when they have a power play chance, it's twice as hard. That's Geezer with the goal. Dax with the assist. Land him off with the secondary. 1-0 Penis.
We got some tight games so far. I know everything just started and it's pretty soon into it, but usually in some of these series you see like 3-4 goals all dropped in a few minutes time. So it's a little refreshing to see a couple of these games going for more than 10 minutes and it's still only a 1-goal game.
Wait, do we got somebody that came in here? We got a special guest coming on?
Yeah, it looks like Curdog's here with us. He decided to be all quiet.
Curdog, what's going on, brother?
I was just waiting until you guys got finished talking. I figured,
I couldn't let Reds get all the here. I don't think there's ever going to be a finished talking.
I figured with our games tonight, I couldn't let Rez have all the glory. I figured I had to come in just a
Oh
little bit, even though
man,
we're still down one
what
nothing.
a perfect day to come in here, Cur Dog. You know, we got both these guys, both their teams here competing tonight. The Gamers, Hawks. Right now, Hawks lead at 1-0. Cur Dog, I gotta ask you about what do you went with a different goaltender to here tonight?
Yeah, well, apparently my goaltender who was assigned is MIA.
Is that
Um,
Clancy?
yeah,
Oh
so
man.
um,
And I gave that guy such praise on the show last night. I don't know if you got to
You
check it out.
did.
I actually gave him he was my top goalie of the week last week, but not here tonight. So, but so far Lions is standing tall there against the Hawks. Only one goal in that second
yeah,
period.
we've been playing with Lions a little bit to see see what he's got and everything. And Clancy said he only had tonight available, so I figured tonight was the game night. I wanted to give him a chance. Then if Clancy wasn't going to show, and then I'll play tomorrow night against Lacar's team.
I mean, it's a perfect night for him to play here tonight. I mean, it's a huge game, and especially for Lions here. If you could get a win against the Hawks, I mean that puts your name on the board there. Get yourself
Yep.
noticed. But regardless, you guys got to score. That's what it comes down to. I mean, it's a 1-0 game there. You ain't gonna win with no goals. So
No, yeah, we have to score. We also have a new guy on our team on D tonight. Andy Da Vinci is playing right D.
I did notice that. Okay, shout out to Da Vinci on there.
Yes.
And
So I wanted to give him a shot tonight to play. Um, I mean, we've been playing, against the Hawks. Our games have been great all season and everything, and I think I think we're going to play these guys in the playoffs the first round. To be honest with you, I think it's going to go 7. So I want to see how every guy on the team plays that way. If I need them, I know what I'm looking for.
Okay. Well, right now, tight game here, 1-0 so far. The only goal scored in there was Vuka early in the first period.
Got some action over there in Orangeville and Sam
Yeah.
Squanch, 2-1 there. Sam Squanch came out to a 2-zip lead to start the game, and Orangeville retaliated and got a goal, which is very surprising for this team. They're still, getting their chemistry, new team, new players, a lot of moves been made. So they're sticking with it with this Sam Squanch team, who I think has vastly improved. And I think all these games tonight are actually close and competitive. I'm excited to see the end of it.
No, I agree. I mean, Rez, this Orangeville team, I think is a much more competitive team now. It's not going to be like, oh, we're playing Orangeville tonight. Yes, get as much goals as possible. It's not the case. They're playing much better defensively. It looks like a much better unit on there, on the same page. I see right now they're getting a lot of shots here against St. John.
They're putting pressure on, and that's like super important. This team wasn't able to do that. They're very defensive and lackadaisical in that sense, and they're really putting pressure on them. There you go. They
What
scored
a play!
goal,
What a goal! And I have to question the penis move and this man right here, Caberlet, being moved. I don't know why he was moved. I think this was a steal for the Bananas.
It was to make room to call up a goalie. So just an interesting move there. They lost a really good player, and Jim's Orangeville team is fortunate in the sense that they were the lowest seeded team, and they snatched them right from Dog's No Life Gamers team, because I know Dog was desperately looking to get Caberlet there. And Jim just, made the smart move, and he got the best guy available on the waivers. And he's definitely a guy who's going to bring some good firepower to this Orangeville team.
That's a smart move. Because, Jim has the goalies. He had new guy in there. He had Dilsky. And even if he himself had to go between the pipes, he would, And why not, So he has those options. And right now, it's looking good. He's got him. He's got Stopa out there as well. And they're in a dogfight here. And look at that. Out shooting St. John in period number 1. Came back, rallied, tie game. And look, they're going up against a good squad. You got Lebronto there, Noto, Wilson, Disney.
Yep.
They got the big
Solid
boys there
guys.
tonight. So
Hmm.
if Orangeville could get a win here, or even a series win here tonight, man, that'd be huge. That's gonna put them right back in that playoff picture.
Agreed. I mean, I think they need to get both of these games tonight. That's really important for them to really start making a climb back. But if they could pull out at least one, it's a step in the right direction for this team.
Speaking about coming back, that's what the Gamers just did. Scoring, have tied this game up. It's 1-1 at the end of 2. So we're gonna have a big third period coming up. And Rez, the over under, you did good, man. 3.5.
We're close.
It's a very good wager. Right now, it could go either way.
One full period, and this is going to be interesting because I mean, just from my personal experience and even watching games when I'm not playing on the team, the Hawks are a very big third period team, so they're going to bring it here. So I'm going to be very interested to see how No Life answers in that sense. So this is going to be a great third period between this team tied up.
Just want to mention in the chat, looks like Fat Geezer asked, wow, not my stream. I didn't pick it. I always pick his stream on there. Well, you know what, today, and I'll say this, today we have the 3 games all streamed. We actually had 2 other streams even available. There's like 5 streams out there tonight, Ducky also streaming out there, Geezer. So, I mean, guys have really stepped up for me, that have really provided where we're getting all this action each night, night in, night out. It doesn't matter how late it is, late night hockey here. Guys love it. Last night's show was tremendous. I mean, you guys did a great job. Lacara impressed me a lot, man, with all his work there. As I say there, his team just took the lead there. Lebronto with the goal. 3-2 here in the second period.
Oh, now we have 4-2. Another goal by Sam Swanch. We're back to back. That's quick.
That's quick.
That's going to be tough for Orangeville. I mean, there's still plenty of time left. That's the best part there. It's only the second period, 15 minutes to go in the second. They have plenty of time to get a goal on the board, make it a close game again. But Sam Squanch, 2 quick unanswered goals, and they really took command of the game really fast.
Lebronto was a huge pick. He's the one actually that scored both of them there, back to back. He was a good move there for Lacara. Putting in there, a lot of guys question him. A lot of people see him as a goaltender. He's played great as a goaltender, but they forget how good he is as a forward. Don't sleep on him as a forward, man.
Absolutely.
The guy could put pucks in the net, and he's doing so here tonight. Penis still
it's
leading.
Interesting. You were mentioning Lebronto, and so Lebronto was traded from Penis to Sam Squanch for Hysteric Hale. Hysteric Hale is the goaltender that was called up by Penis, which led to Cabriolet being sent down to waivers and then became Orangeville's score because they just didn't have room. So just funny how those things work out in that sense.
It all comes back to Orangeville somehow. They always tie in somehow on these trades. But yeah, I think it worked out for both teams here, definitely for St. John. Because St. John was struggling trying to get goals, man, this season. If you look at their points for, just wasn't there with the players that they have on that roster, with Noto. But Noto hasn't even been playing as much games, and he's the guy that leads the pack there, so.
He's playing well, yeah.
Yeah, so so now that he's got Lebronto there, he's got other guys, so that also opens up Noto on the other end there. And they're doing good here. 4-2 lead. Still plenty of hockey. That one did start up late, so they got a lot of hockey left there. But this one here in the third period, 1-1. In a game like this, between the Gamers and the Hawks, it's like next goal could easily win it, for a game like this.
Yeah, there's not many shots going on. As we saw at the end of the second period, it was only 8-7 in shots. So it was just a lot of defense, a lot of just being in the right place at the right time and just not allowing easy ones. So the next one, like you said, could really be the final nail in the coffin for one of these teams.
And if it stays like this, or if it goes to overtime like this, it will definitely hit the under. If that does hit, we'll get another wager after this one concludes, because we have other 2 games that are going on. There's also tight games. Penis scored early in that game, but it's been quiet there ever since.
And that's super impressive, too. I mean, 2-zip, Penis over Lag. in the second period with only a minute left to go. Super impressive because usually when Penis is playing the lower seeded teams in the league, the scores, they get out of hand. And Legends of Lag are doing a great job keeping this a close game.
Right now, Lag just needs to get on the board. I think if they get on the board in this game, it could be anybody's game. If they make this a 1-goal game, still have a whole third period
there it is.
left.
Oh, no, they're calling it off. They're calling it off. Point 0.1 seconds.
Oh, they got to give them that. Come on.
You got some goalie interference. Yeah, they're all over there. I don't think that's going to stand. Yeah. But that was it. That was almost it. Right after you said it, they heard it and they put it in, but just a little too much confusion in front of the net.
How big would that have been? Looked like he more of hit the post with the body, didn't? But they're gonna say there was contact. There was definitely a lot of traffic in front there. But man, with 0.1 second, if that did count, but it's a goal off the board.
Overtime. I mean, intermission. Crazy.
Gamers have a chance here to try to take the lead. They're on the power play. 35 seconds remains on the man advantage here late in the third period. Hawks led this early. Gamers have tied this up. 1-1 right now. Do we still got Kurdog in here or did he leave?
Yeah, I think he's here. He might have fell asleep though. Are you still awake?
No,
we didn't put you to bed, did we?
I had some noise going in the background here, that's all.
Oh, no worries.
It's all
just
good.
Busting the chops.
Hey, I'll tell you what, though, man. I mean, whatever happens in the season, I've loved the games that we've had against the Hawks. I mean, I think every game this season we've played against them, they were tight games, fun, real good, fun hockey games.
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
I can't wait for the best of 7 playoffs here this season. It's going to be interesting because things got really interesting on here, especially when we saw last night St. John take down Penis. So the Hawks take down Penis last week. It's going to be an interesting playoffs. It's going to be best of 7. It's not just comes down to one game. You got to win 4 games to advance, and it's going to be very competitive hockey. As we're seeing here tonight, all 3 games.
And the best part is you've seen the lower teams in the standings actually make significant improvements in their roster and make changes, and it looks like things are actually starting to click in certain aspects. They might not necessarily be winning all their games right away, but just from watching the games previously to the new rosters, you see an actual difference on the ice and how these teams are playing, and they're keeping it close and they're staying in the game and keeping it competitive. So I think at the halfway mark is it's so important. We have 3 weeks of hockey left, and this is the perfect time to finally start getting it together. So that's why I'm so excited about all the teams playing for the next 3 weeks, because they're all going to be really fun matchups and must wins for a lot of teams.
Absolutely. As we see a save there by the Hawks with 19.8 seconds to go. We might be on the merge of a overtime here. Gamers.
Is that Zombie in that still?
I believe so, yeah. Ooh, big shot from the point. Saved by the goalie, 3.4 left. Wow, Hawks almost had a chance there. Great job by Lions stopping it there. Looks like we're getting overtime unless there's a huge offensive face-off win here.
So I'm gonna clear that other wager because it's gonna be the under regardless on here.
It's it. It's over. Man, I should work for Vegas. We would have taken some house money.
Well, you know what? There's people that took the over in this game.
I'm not surprised.
So you would have got a big payout. House wins on this. That's for sure. How about let's get another wager? How about we just pick them? Who wins this game, man?
Oof, that's tough. I'm gonna let Kerr. Yeah. Kerr, what do you think? Who do you think wins? I'm kidding. I know. Why would I ask you that?
Of course, I'm going to say.
I know. Yeah, let's do a pick 'em. Let's see who people think are going to take the overtime win there. Oh, huge goal by Kessel there. Legends of Lag on the board. Big slap shot past the goalie. I believe it's a 2-1 game, and we have plenty of time left in the third for this team. This is getting down nice and tight here. 3-1. I apologize. Jesus.
What great action,
must have scored before I noticed. And just as we said it, it's already over. Hamilton Hammerhawks take the game in overtime. Wow, that was quick.
Wow.
Overtime just started. I didn't even get a chance to look at it.
Right off the face-off, come down the ice, and get the win. Gamers do get a point there, though, on that, and that was Flex, Q Flex with the game winner. Look at that, pretty even all around on this game. Tremendous in net there, and Lions, first time in net there for the Gamers. Came up with 12 key saves in that game. They get a point in overtime, so that helps out the Gamers as far as standings. But I know they wanted to win. But just as last week, we had 2-1 finals, 1-goal games, and we saw it again here tonight.
Right, yeah, I think it's exactly. One game was 2-1, and I think the other one was 3-2. One game was in overtime, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
I'll tell you what. I mean, of course, you're always looking for the win, but for it being my right D's first game with the team and our goalie's first game with the team all season, I'll take this tie against the Hawks, and really happy with it by watching the play.
Yeah. And you got to be impressed with your guy there in between the pipes. Lions, like I said, 14 saves here, against the Hammer Hawks. I know we would want to win, but unfortunately, come up with, as long as you come up with some points, get points here for the standings. One team that's in trouble right now, that's Lag. They got on the board, but they find themselves down 2 men here against Penis. 5-on-3 power play for a minute and a half. So Penis has a real good chance here to put this game out here.
So interesting in that Hawks No Life Gamer game, you had a 1-1 game for almost the entirety of the whole game. Nothing really going on. Lots of defense, and then you start out in overtime, and 5 seconds in, it's over.
Might as well have a shootout at that point.
Yeah. Still 4-2 over there with Sam Squanch in Orangeville. Not much changing, but still plenty of time in the third for Orangeville to try to get back on the board and make it a game. I'll say it again, I'm very impressed with Legends of Lag, just from a defensive aspect, keeping Team Penis to 3 goals in the third period so far. I think this is a great step up from, games previously against this team.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. We played them last night, Rez. First game, we kind of
you guys beat them.
We kind of had our way with them the first game, and I don't know who they had in net, but they put Tex in net last night in the second game, and I know they didn't pick him up as a goalie, but he did a hell of a job. They ended up beating us that second game.
Yeah, I think was that their first win against your team.
I believe so. I haven't really paid attention, like who actually we've beaten. I'm just, but the second game, they really came out and we couldn't do much against them offensively, to be honest with you. I'd like to see if it's the same lineup tonight, this game 1 that was their game 2 lineup. I don't know if it is.
For which team, Kerr?
Legends of Lag.
For
We
Lag,
played them
okay.
last night. Yeah.
Yeah, they got I know I saw Shotgun on there. Flaming Dragon is on there. They got Kessel, who has their only goal. But we'll see. Penis just scored Landom off, assisted there by Geezer and Dax, and that should put it away with that goal there. And St. John as well do the same thing here in the third period. Lebronto completes the hat trick. And that's Landomoff's second goal of the game, 4-1.
Oh, another goal by Team Penis, and it's 5-1. Looks like Geezer gets this one here. And
that might be his second or third, too.
Just as quickly as I was praising the Legends of Lag and their defense against this team, they kind of lost it there obviously at the end, and now it's a 5-1 game and completely out of hand. But I think it's definitely a step in the right direction for this team. They've showed in this game that they can, to a certain extent, compete with this team, but they do need to step it up offensively to really put themselves in a good position.
Yeah, but if they lose both games tonight and and Sam Squatch wins both games, that puts the Cars team, I think, up on them 4 points, right?
Yeah, 4 points. That would be pretty big for Lakara's team in regards to getting a little separation from the 3 bottom teams. I mean, there's already obviously separation from the Bananas, but this would be huge for them.
Yeah, I'm excited to play against. We play them tomorrow night. I'm excited to. I'm going to play net. So I'm
against Sam Squanch?
Yeah.
Well, it looks like Kessel gets on the board again, and it's a 5-2 game over there.
I'll just take this moment and thank everybody here in the chat. We got a lot of guys tuning in here tonight. BC Ren and Lebronto, Commander, Dad Game, Darius, Disney, Caberlet, Landamoff, Lacara, Nikki Pats, Randy Man, Sedated Psycho, Geezer, Vuka, Zilski, all in there tonight, man. Thank you for tuning in. That's a good action here. A lot of goals happening here in the third period where teams have really expanded the lead. And we'll be taking game 1 here. If you're just tuning in, the Hawks took down the Gamers in overtime, 2-1. Flex with the OT winner in that one. Game 2 should be starting off shortly. And we got the final seconds here of these 2 games. That's between the Peanuts up 5-2 right now. 20 seconds remaining. And St. John as well up by 4, 6-2 over Orangeville.
Yeah, we had some low-scoring games there in the first period. Very defensive. Nobody was really giving anyone any room, and that was for all 3 series. And, things started taking a bit of a turn. And, Team Penis, not surprising, they managed to get the lead, stick with it, and, keep adding on to it. And same thing for Sam Squanch. They're up 4-2 going to the third period, and they finally broke out a bit more, scored a couple more unanswered goals, and Orangeville just was never able to answer back after, that 4-2 deficit. So, tough loss for them. They definitely needed this one, but obviously, it'd be in their best interest to shake it off and go back out there for the next game and get that win because they really need it. Otherwise, they're going to be in a bit of a hole, going into the last couple of weeks and a half of the season. So they really got to get every game they can. But they're playing better. They're playing better overall. I do see that. And I think also, like the Legends of Lag, Bananas they have a better roster, and I look to see. I think they're going to have a lot of more interesting, tight games with teams.
Absolutely. As we see the final tally there for Penis Landamoff, 2 goals, 3 assists. He had 5 points in that Penis win on all 5 goals, getting a point. Over here, Lebronto with a hat trick for St. John, 6-2 final. I want to get a quick prediction here on this one. I'm going to put a who scores first. The first goal here between the Hawks and Gamers. I'll put that on the board for a minute. Also want to show you guys the our studio setup on here. I got Jay Rez up here via the satellite here tonight.
What's going on, everyone?
Dual screen. Got myself, Mr. Hollywood here. This triple feature. Thank everybody tuning in here tonight. Got jam-packed show. Game 2 on the way here between the Hawks and Gamers. Remember, Game 1, Hawks in overtime. We'll see what happens here for Game 2. And you know what? Maybe I'll get that one over into the full screen. Since the other 2 just finished. So let's do that.
Yeah, we got a little time before those start up.
Let's do the full screen. And because this is a great game, man. Great game here.
So what do we think here? Do we think it's going to be another low-scoring affair, or do the floodgates open in this game?
I'll be surprised if there's a lot of scores, but it could happen. Both teams have offensive power to do it, So we'll see.
I'd like for it to stay a low-scoring game. I think we got a better chance to win the lower the score, to be honest with you right now.
And you know what? I kind of feel bad. I put the wager up on there. I put who scores first. We might have to wait till the third period to get it going. I should have bought who gets the first face-off or something quick.
The first shot on goal.
Who gets more saves? Yeah. We gotta get, I gotta get some goalie love.
First penalty
I
taken.
don't think we get much goalie love, man, on the show. So that's why I brought out
No, we haven't.
that's why I brought out that post there last night. Great job by Lacora putting that in there, man. He did all the graphics and the intro and all that. That was all him. I just sent him the video of me, just rambling on by the goalies, but he put it all together very nicely, man, very nicely. So on here, 0-0, scoreless game, wager on the board there, who scores first. But I wanted to give some goalie love, man, on there. And then, maybe we'll get a wager. We'll do a wager on one of the other games, so like which goalie gets more saves or better save percentage, we could toss something like that as soon as we get our first goal here. And I'll get the other two games there. You guys ain't missing anything. The other two are in the dressing room. Like I said, those just finished. So as soon as that comes back on, I'll get it back to the triple feature. And
looks like we have a power play coming up for No Life Gamers here.
Okay, good.
Oh, no, our streamer is in the box. Q-Flex with the penalty.
Q-Flex. And I want to remind, could you point that out on here, Rez? There is a option to change this. There is an option to change the penalty box.
Correct.
And it's so stupid the way EA does it because it's hard to find it. A lot of guys can't find it like, oh, Holly, what are you talking about? It's
so
not
you
there.
just press start. You go to settings. You go to audio visual. And in there you scroll down to your penalty box view. And just change it to the same view that you use when you're playing on the ice, so that way when you come out, it doesn't mess it up for you.
Yeah, and you could get very entertaining with that too. You could put a broadcast cam if you want. You could do.
So I tried that. I actually tried that in a game a few days ago. I put a broadcast on the penalty box. The problem is when you are in the penalty box and you're in broadcast and you come out, it takes a few seconds before it actually switches to your camera view. So you're thrown off there for that first initial second or two, and it's really disorienting. Yeah. So I would recommend you keep it on the view that you use while you're playing, because then it'll just make it nice and smooth.
All these years that NHL's been out, I've always wanted, each year I always wish that NHL does it, to allow for spectator mode.
I've been dying for that. Call of Duty
I've been dying for Imagine that for if we could do that, both me and you would go into a game with spectators, put it on broadcast cam. All these cameras on here would be, the best cam possible. How awesome!
I would love that.
How awesome would that be, man?
It would just make this so much more authentic because you get the real broadcast view, the side to side. I've been thinking about that for years myself. I wish you could just get into a game like that just to watch it.
Or you go into let's say you have a championship game, and you have two different camera angles. We'll go to J-Rez with the camera angle from the goalie from the other side.
Yeah, exactly.
It'd be cool, man.
Well, see, I don't know the technology behind this, but I know in the NASCAR online races that they do, there is a master view where you could see anywhere on the track at any given time. So I don't know why we can't get this in the NHL. But that'd be amazing. That'd absolutely be amazing.
As in Call of Duty, don't you have 16 guys play on there on that, and they still put that in? But Dilsky makes a good point. He puts it in the chat.
For NASCAR, it's 64 or something.
Oh my god! So that's what I mean.
It's crazy.
Here it's 6-on-6, and they can't do it. But this kid doesn't bring a point on there. He's saying it would break the game. It's too much for EA, and maybe it is.
I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
We got breakaway chance. Oh, great defensive poke, man.
Yeah.
That was a great play. Under 4 minutes, still waiting on our first goal. Still waiting for this wager to go over. Remember, the wager on the board right now. Who scores first? But that definitely would have been a great feature. Great for the shows. I mean, as far as highlight reels and all that, I mean, man.
Absolutely.
That'd be tremendous.
Nice, cleaner angles, yeah.
Absolutely. And looks like the other two games, looks like the second one's going to start. So I'm going to switch it up here momentarily. Back to the triple.
Sam Squanch in Orangeville about ready to go. And last game we're waiting on is Legends of Lag.
There's a shot on that. Save. I remember in that there, Lions, first time there for the Gamers. A tremendous game one. Came up with 14 big saves. But they came out short in overtime. Right off the back, off the face-off. Flex buries it for the OT winner. And back to the triple.
Going into the first intermission in this game, scoreless. We got another defensive one here.
Yeah. And like I said, I apologize for the wager. I shouldn't have put. I should have put. You know.
Who knew?
And look at that gamer, 0 shots though. That's gotta worry if I'm a gamer right now. 0 goals. 0 shots in that period. So Hawks definitely playing some good defense there. You know, but them as well. 6 shots. You know, where the other team has not registered any. But so we may have to wait till the third period for a goal in this one. We'll see.
Possibly.
You know, and that's 0 shots. What gamers also had a power play chance in that period.
Remember I noticed that they did. So,
yeah. They're just not getting shots off, man. The Hawks just really shut down defensively, man. They're playing great defense right now.
And sometimes you know what happens when you lose an overtime game like that, where you're battling. You know, such a intense game, and you lose that. It kind of takes that wind out of you, man. So hopefully they could get back in it here against the Hawks. They're playing them tight. Listen, man. I mean, this series, this whole game here tonight has been close.
Yeah, absolutely.
St. John able to get the early lead right off the bat against Orangeville, 1-0 to start that game.
Oh, and then right after you say that, the Hawks get on the board for their first goal. Looks like it was, I believe, Super Roger, assisted by Q-Flex and Dynasty.
Nice. I could clear that off. Let me take that off the board.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. It's finally off the board.
So that bet's completed.
And you had Owen Wilson scoring that first goal for the St. John Sam Squanch unassisted. And as I'm saying that, the Orangeville Bananas actually tied this game, and it is 1-1. Was not expecting that right off the bat. And I don't know, who's Noto's son?
See, they changed the player names on it. That makes it harder for us to do the play call. I don't know who that is.
On
but
Orangeville Bananas.
He claims to
Noto's son.
Noto's son on there.
Wow.
I don't know how true that is, or but he gets him on the board, 1-1.
Yeah.
And look, Orangeville played St. John close, man. It's just that third period came about, and then they just fell apart. Same thing happened in that Peanuts game, third period. Both teams just took over. We'll see. Triple action here. Triple feature as always. Only here in the XOHL. Who gives you triple features like this late night, past midnight, Not only are we playing hockey, we're streaming things. We got the shows going here. We got special guests with Curdog on here, wagers, you name it. Everything here brought to you guys on one screen. And also, I want to give a shout out. If you missed last night's show, man, Lacara put a great show on there. It was freaking hilarious. I mean, there was points in that show. I was like, man, what you guys have brought. And Jim was a great guest there as well. And, and also here, I'll just mention if anybody wants to come in the booth or even after the games, want to comment anything, you're welcome to do so. Who did I miss? Hawks scored another one, man.
Yeah, so Hawks scored another one, and that was Q-Flex, and it was assisted by Vuka and Dynasty to give them a 2-goal lead here.
Awesome. See, that's why I have Resnick up here, man. Otherwise, I would have missed that goal. We got 6 eyes on this screen tonight. So
we got 6 eyes, you do.
That helps. No, that definitely. That definitely helps, especially when there's a lot of action going on like this. If let's say next season, if there's more teams, so we got like 4 of these screens, 8 teams playing, we'll probably have to split 2 games each. I'll watch these 2, you watch those 2.
Looks like Q-Flex almost quit out of the game by accident. I don't know if that was purposely done or not, but
oh gosh,
looks like everything's all right there.
I remember that happening to me or something, or like when you had like a restart and anything, it's you got to back out. They're like, oh, what are you doing? And then if you're the goalie, it sucks because it disconnects everybody,
Oh, yeah, definitely. That would be unfortunate. That happened to me once. Oh, wait, lost connection. There must have been an issue. Something's going on over there.
Yeah, I'll be back. My team's messaging me.
Okay.
All right, so there's a disconnect over there. Remember, it was 2-0.
2-0, yeah. It looks like it might have been on the Hawks side because it gave that 3-0 score when you get the disconnect to the gamers. So there might have been Zombie possibly getting disconnected from the game. So we'll see what happens there.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we're going to wait for that one to restart. And how about this, Rez? Lag gets on the board here early against Penis, and that's what you got to do against this team. And it was Flaming Dragon with the goal, newly acquired
It's
there.
huge.
And yeah, I mean, you got to get those early goals. You can't let Penis get started early. And so a good start here in game 2.
And Penis retaliates. Geezer quickly gets down the ice and scores one to tie it up.
Man, did you see the quickness on that by both of the guys? Came down there. That was Matt and Geezer coming right down, 2-on-1. Not much the defender could have done on that play.
And then you got Randy on the Orangeville Bananas, giving the Bananas a 2-1 lead, which was huge. But now, as I'm saying that, the Sam Squanch come back and tied up 2-2. So 2 quick goals, one from each team in a very short amount of time. We have a 2-2 game going into the first intermission.
That was LeBronto with the goal, Disney on the assist, and 4 goals in the first period by these two teams, man. That's interesting.
Yeah, it was 1-1. It was getting defensive, not too much going on, and then all of a sudden, boom, Orangeville scores, and Sam Squanch right behind them a few seconds later. So they're sticking in it together. So this is a lot of good competitive games here right now, and I love to see it.
You know what, Rez? I'm going to let you pick this because you did good on the first one. How about this game? Let's do this game. Over under on this game. It's 4 goals here, 2-2.
We're at 4. We got 2 more periods left to go. I'm gonna go with. I'm actually gonna go with 8.5.
8.5. Okay.
I think there's going to be a lot of goal scoring in these next 2 periods. I don't know why, but I think the floodgates are about to open right now.
All right, Russ thinks the floodgates will open. Do you guys agree with him? If you do, pick the over on here. 8.5 goals, and the wager will be on. I'm going to put it up for 2 minutes on there. It's the Bananas and the Sam Squanch series on the bottom. They got 2 periods. They scored already 4 goals in just the 1 period. They just need 4. Remember, it's total goals by both teams at the end of the game. 8.5 on there.
So 5 to get the over.
Yeah. Well, listen, if it's a tie game like this, if they keep scoring both ways, there could even be an overtime in between these two. They did have an overtime game last week. Remember that game? Orangeville came back like 3 goals in the third to send it overtime.
That's right. They lost, but they did get it into overtime. I do remember that. Oh, we got a penalty again, and this is I think we're gonna have a 5-on-3 here for the for Team Penis on lag. So this is gonna be huge.
Make that 4 goals only needed as St. John scores as LeBronto with a second. Wow. Man, he's got like 5 goals on the night already here for St. John.
Yep. I have a feeling it's going to be a scoring frenzy. It's about to start. It has started, but it's coming.
And if you take LeBronto out from this team, how different would this game have been?
We got another goal again.
Man.
Sam Squanch. I had a feeling.
Wow. So, man, I mean, I don't know what source you have there, Rez, but I got to take you with me to like Vegas or something, man, or hit up Atlantic City here by me.
Atlantic City, yeah. I think that's closer for both of us.
Man,
looks like Lag doing a great job on the penalty kill. It's still 1-1, down to only 1 penalty, 5-on-4. So they killed the 5-on-3 here. And they just killed the 5-on-4. Huge job by Lag getting out of a 5-on-3 against the Penis team. I mean, great job there.
And just moments ago, that was Devil Dog with the goal there for St. John. They made it 4-2. But yeah, this game here, Lag and Penis, this could, like I said, you get that early goal against these guys. You make this a competitive game. And I think Texas in game there, in net, I mean, for them. So they did make some changes, some moves in here for Lag. It's working so far. We'll see if they're able to maintain it. 5 minutes remaining in the first.
Oh, no. We have another penalty taken by Lag. They're getting a little sloppy. It's tough when you're playing against a team that knows how to dangle around and get around guys. You're throwing a lot of stick checks that are missing, unfortunately. So another huge power play for Penis coming up.
Oh, in the chat, I just noticed Cabriolet saying Noto's son is here. So I guess Cabriolet is the player name there for Noto's son.
Did he change it between games? Because wasn't it Cabs in the first game?
I thought so. Yeah. So throwing us off on here,
work.
man.
Quick work.
You know, we gotta have a section on Discord. You know, player name changes. You know, or
huge shot from the top of the face-off circle by the Bananas, and we got a goal there, and it's 4-3. And Caberlet with the goal, Randy with the assist, and whoever Gordon is got the secondary assist.
That's Ian the Berean, another newly acquired guy there for the Bananas. And Rez, I think they may hit the over here in the second period.
I felt it, man. It was 2-2. It was very defensive in the beginning, 1-1, and then those 2 goals came out really quickly. And I just had a thought that it's just going to start. We're going to see goals left and right, and it's exactly what's happening.
And it's a game that you don't want to be a goalie in on here.
No, definitely not.
But I think it favors kind of the Bananas if a game keeps going like this, because they're really they don't really have a solid goaltender in there. You know, I mean, they let go both of their goalies. So it may kind of, favor them in a game like this and a shootout like this.
My stream for that game is getting a little weird. I don't know what happened.
That's Lucara's stream. Now that one, I don't know if I have a backup on that one.
Could Randy possibly be streaming as well?
Let me check. Because that's not me. That's Lucara's stream.
It's definitely him because it's going on for me as well.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think they broke the Twitch.
It's back.
They broke it with the freaking
all the goals.
All the goals scored. Yeah.
It looks like Lucara's back.
Yeah, I think I just need to restart that one. Let me bring that one back on. I apologize.
Yeah, a little weird, but a lot of goals could do that to you, possibly.
What's Lucara doing out there, man? He's got some EA glitch going on, some Game Shark or something, man?
Possibly. This feed still seems a little off to me.
Let me see. I'm
give it another refresh myself.
I don't see Randy Man on there, but yeah, let me. I got to put that one back on. It's just I had to refresh and I couldn't, so I had to exit out I completely exit out the whole thing, but I'm gonna get it right back.
I just refreshed it myself. It looks like it's nice and clean again, and Orangeville actually scored again, and it's a 4-4 game. 2 minutes left in the second period.
And I apologize we didn't get the goal on that, but man, so back tied. So it's, you know what? It's definitely gonna go over, right? Because someone's got to win.
Somebody's got to win, exactly.
So, I could clear that bet. That bet is done.
Goes to the over. Congrats on people who took that. It does go to the
over. Let me hit that, and wow. Okay, so that's good because it gives us.
I'm 2 for 2 tonight.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you definitely know your thing. You know what's going on, man. I agree.
We got a penalty on Sam Squanch. Oh my God, that's a goal, but it's being waved off. Right off the face-off, we had a puck go in, but it looks like there might be goalie interference on that. Orangeville was about to take a lead here. And, goal is waved off. Orangeville on a power play with 40 seconds left in this second period, so it'll transfer over into the third.
Wow.
They almost got on the board. There again.
Wow. And even with that waved goal, they still got 8 goals in this game. They still got a power play on here, which is going to proceed to the third period. But what a game. What a shootout here between these two teams.
Oh, yeah. And Team Penis took a 2-1 lead, and now it's actually 3-1. So starting to get a little out of hand here again with the Lag and Penis game. But, it's not shocking. But Lag is doing a good job of keeping it a close game because, and like I said, in the past, some of these games got really crazy, and the Legends of Lag defensively are just really picking it up in this series.
And that was Matt with the goal. That's his second. He's got 2 goals there for Penis. 2 of the 3 goals scored. Landomov and Dax with the assist on that goal. 3-1. Penis leads here in the second with about 15 minutes remaining. Still a lot of hockey left there. Plenty of time.
So, Kerdog, tell me what's happening here.
All right. Apparently, Flames had lagged out in the middle of that period, and the Hawks, not necessarily knowing the rules, quit out of the game instead of finishing the period.
Oh, okay, weird.
Right? Yeah. They thought that they had to stop the game, but of course, it's only when a goaltender lags out of a game that you.
Yeah, I'm surprised nobody knew that. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well,
So they
unfortunate hiccup.
so we're taking a penalty.
And
And
what are you
then
guys just playing the next two periods essentially?
yeah, next two periods. Yeah.
Got it. So the first and the second period will act as the second and the third period, and
Correct.
it is a 3-0 game now because the Hammerhawks scored a goal off of that power play that was because of the lag out, and crazy things going on with the Penis and Legends of Lag game. As we were
Wow.
talking about getting out of hand, Legends of Lag score 2 unanswered goals and tie this up 3-3 in the second period. So they're not done.
We're getting some great games here. Both games between the St. John and the Peanuts back and forth, all tied up in those two. And moments ago, that was Basher with the goal there for the Hawks. Flex with the assist gives them the 3-0 lead. So they still got to play 2 periods, you're saying, on it. This period and period 2. Okay. So this still gives gamers time there, which is good. But that penalty cost them because now they find themselves down 3. But yeah, I mean, listen, Lag able to come back. I know Kessel got that second goal. I didn't catch who got that third goal, but tying it up here. So generally, when we see Peanuts score like these back-to-back goals, they usually run away with it. But it's not happening here tonight. Lag ties it up.
Yeah, great answer from the Legends of Lag. I think this is huge because the game could have obviously gone out of hand if Penis got another goal in there, but they're sticking with them and they're not stopping. So I'm really excited to see how they play the second half of the game because they really need this. This would be a huge victory for them, and it would give them great morale going into any series they play tomorrow.
Remember, this is a team that's ranked number 5 right now because St. John won game number 1 tonight, so that put them 2 points ahead of Lag. So they know what's at stake. They got to get the points here, especially if St. John wins both of them here tonight. But it's great to see a number 5 ranked team to put up with number 1 here, tied up here in the second period.
Absolutely, you love to see it. We still got a tie game over there with Sam Swanch and Orangeville, and another, team when you're talking about needing those points, it's bananas. So for them to be able to try to get a goal here, take the lead, and win this game would also be huge for them, and I'm sure, obviously for Legends of Lag as well. So works out for a couple of teams in that sense. So very important games tonight, in my opinion.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do, let me just do a straight out pick 'em. Who wins in that St. John's Orangeville? Let's get a prediction going over there. Do you think they're going to end it in regulation, or you think that one's going to go to overtime?
It's interesting. The scoring died out after the, frenzy. So I don't know. You know what? It might go to overtime.
The wager on the board right now, just who wins? Who wins the game there between Orangeville and St. John? Right now it's tied 4-4 with 4.5 minutes to go in the third period. So pick up, no points there. Straight out, who wins the game?
You got Team Penis taking the lead in their game. Landemov getting the goal there for his team to take them in the lead there.
Absolutely.
Big goal to, towards the end of the second period here, going into the third. We got another minute and a half left in that game, so we'll see if Lag's able to answer back again.
Man, Geezer had the assist on that goal. And wow, we have a lot of wagers put, I think, on the Orangeville. 120 points being wagered. Okay, maybe that's Jim. Jim's confident in his boys getting the win here tonight. 52.8 seconds. Oh, but we got a goal late.
Oh, wow.
Late goal with under a minute to go.
52 seconds. Wow.
That's Devil Dog. We haven't really said this guy's name much, but he gets the big goal here for St. John.
Oh, wow. And here we go. Retaliation.
Oh
5-5. We have a tie game again.
That's how you respond. Noto's son, a.k.a.
Caberlet.
Caberlet. You know,
Huge. Oh,
right,
my God.
right off the face-off, 5-5. I mean, they definitely hit the over on this game. Ian DeBrian with the goal on there. Randy Man with the secondary assist. 5-5.
Wow. And he scored that in 5 seconds. So that was just super impressive. 52 seconds left. You just got scored on. You feel like it's over, but no, they don't stop. They fight hard, and like 5 seconds in, score a tying goal. Like, I mean, to possibly get a point out of this going into overtime will just be huge for this team.
Absolutely. Has a shot on net there, but a great save.
Boy.
Final seconds here in regulation.
It looks like we have ourselves some overtime. Wow, that's some
overtime.
heroics by Caberlet, having quite the game tonight.
He definitely gets a point there for the Bananas. Have a chance to get the other point here if they could get the next goal. And that man right there, hat trick. He's got 3 for the Bananas. So, you know, we talk about pickup acquisition here. Definitely paying off here for the Bananas. You know,
Big time.
Because if this was last week, you take him out of this lineup, and I don't think this game's as close as it is.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. This has been one hell of a game, and they've found a way to stay with them and keep it close. And they, the heroics again at the end with a minute to go. I mean, to tie a game after you just got scored on, super impressive.
And they know what's at stake because St. John won the last game, so they actually have the lead in the series 3-2. So if Bananas could get the win here, try to tie up this series. And we saw last week they took St. John to overtime as well in that game. They were able to make the comeback. They do so here again, but can they close it out in overtime? They weren't able to do it last week. They get another chance here. Look how even this is. Shots on net, pretty even, 15-14.
Yeah, it's a very even game. I don't know. I think that momentum. I think that momentum that Orangeville's riding right now, the way Caberlet's playing, I think Orangeville's going to pull this out. I think they're going to pull out some more heroics.
All right, we'll see. We'll see if it's a quick one too, as we saw earlier tonight. The Hawks right off the face-off in overtime. Flex was able to bury it. We'll see what happens here. Overtime on the way. And Penis has scored another goal, so now that gives them that cushion, 5-3 lead over Lag in the third.
Yeah, it's tough, but there is still some time. Lag 3 goals in this game, so they can definitely get it done. But they have to fight hard here against this tough team.
I didn't catch for St. John. Is Braced in net for St. John tonight?
You know what? I'm trying to think.
I don't know if I saw his name. I
don't remember. I don't remember.
He may not. Okay.
You know what? Let me go to the magical Xbox that I have on my other television screen, and we're gonna go look into some people's parties and see what's going on in there.
Awesome. I wish we could bring in a live feed off that, man. That would have been great.
Yeah.
Get some Xbox party chats in here, onto the show. That'd be great, man. Like we said, that's a good thing to look into. Like a live, have a live reporter that goes into the parties. Maybe we could get the game audio into the stream. I mean, how great would that be, man? How great, do like an interview right on the spot, right in the Xbox. Because you could stream the games, you could bring them on here, but we just bring the audio in. I think there's definitely a possibility of doing that.
Yeah. I don't know. It looks like Brace might not be playing in this game. It says he's offline, but I don't know if that's actually true or not, but he might not be.
Yeah, I don't think I saw his name in there, so that might be right on there.
Oh,
power play chance.
Shot.
Wow.
Bananas. They get it done.
Man. So, Rez, you called the over on this game, and you called the winner. Man. I mean, if this was a real bookie on here, real sports book, man, you'd be making a killing here tonight.
Shit, one night only. I should have done it. I regret it now.
And who was that? That might have been Randy Man. Either Randy Man or Stoey Jopa put that one in the net. It wasn't Cabriolet, but I think Cabriolet had like 6 points. 3 goals, 3 assists.
Yeah,
wow.
great game. And actually, after the trades and all the pickups and all that happened, I remember mentioning to Jim, just because I know that the trade that they did, they got Jopa. Him with Cabriolet and then Randy Man, that's a hell of a top line for a team. And they're going to start making some waves if this team plays more consistently with that forward line, because they could get it done.
Absolutely, absolutely. In that loss there, Owen Wilson had 5 points for St. John, 1 goal, 4 assists for him. LeBronto had a tremendous night, but it's the Orangeville Bananas in a shootout here, 6-5 final, and well-deserved points. They needed those points, that would definitely help them in the standings on there. So good job for those guys getting it done here, and I think that definitely boosts their confidence here for this week, and see if they could finish the week off good tomorrow night for Saturday night. I don't know who they play. I don't have the schedule here in front of me, but we're going to bring that up after the game here. We'll see if King Manolis has the updates on that. Although he is playing, I don't know if he could get the updates that quick to us.
I know he has the schedule on that page.
Okay, so we could see that.
We will know who's playing tomorrow.
It looks like time running out here for Legends of Lag. 2 minutes remaining, and they're short-handed in that game. And wow, I mean, Hammerhawks really took over this game here. 4 goals, plus you got to remember they had the 2 on the disconnect, so it's actually 6-0. And
this is our blowout of the night.
And sometimes that happens when you have those disconnects, you disconnect and stuff, reconnect.
7 now.
So
we have another goal on the board here for the Hamilton Hammerhawks, and this is a blowout. This is our first full official blowout of the night.
And game 1 went to overtime, but in this one here, not even close. That's 7-0. That was a Super Roger with that last goal. And 2 minutes remains. Remember, there was a disconnect, so game will end here at the end of the second period. And for one team, that's a good thing. As 1 minute remains.
2-on-1. And it didn't work out. And Tina scores again. So it looks like these games are basically set in stone here.
And that was a power play goal on that last one. It might have been a 5-on-3. It was definitely a man advantage. 53 seconds remaining. And that was Matt, his third. He's got a hat trick there. Geezer with the assist.
And just some aggression on the other side. Legends of Lag, frustration. Another penalty, and it's just tough. It's tough. They played a solid game for the most part. They kept it close, and they're playing a top team, and it's not easy. And they're gonna get some goals that you just can't do anything about. But they should take these 2 games knowing that they were able to, at least for, let's say, 40 minutes, not all 60 minutes, hang with a really solid team. So I think going against other teams, it's going to help them out and help them improve.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, one good thing here for Orangeville, it's good because Legends of Lag lose both of the games here tonight, so they didn't gain any points where Orangeville does. So
huge.
That'll definitely. We're going to take a look at the standings here as soon as this one closes out. There's about 34 seconds remaining here. Geezer scoring that late goal there makes it 7-3. And it's pretty much going to be a wrap here. I want to thank everybody also tuning in here, man. I appreciate the support and everything. Lucara had me dying last night, man. He's mentioning about, about how he's how does he get more viewers and stuff on the stream. What's he gonna do?
The bathtub,
he has there's a lady in a bikini, gets all these viewers to come on. I was like, hey man, I mean, gotta get some girls on the show. Maybe you will, change stuff out. Maybe get some Ice Girl background photos on the screen that he has there or something. But we do our stuff here as well. I brought in the gambling. I know a lot of guys like to place wagers, plus the multi-stream and stuff. And has gotten a great support here for late night hockey. Listen, where we sometimes are here till like 1 a.m. and stuff some nights. Look at that. Geezer, 3 goals, 3 assists, 6 points. Dax with 5 assists in that game. Matt also had a hat trick in that game. And Penis takes it 7-3. So let me just let me get the that standings on there. Oop. Well, this was the standings coming in. I'm going to try to get Manolo's thing on here tonight. So with those wins, Penis will improve to 38 points. Hammerhawks will go to 34 points. Gamers do get a point out of that overtime loss, so they'll be at 24. St. John's gets 3 points here tonight, so they'll be at 17. And Bananas will be at 11. So Bananas only 3 points now behind Lag. And, a series win could get them to improve on that. Let me see if I could get, let me see if Mano's, I got to get I want to check the schedule for tomorrow. And he's done a great job with this ticker, I'll tell you that, man.
Yeah, it's nice. It looks really clean. It's very easy to read. And I'm pretty sure the night of after games, he's updating it. So he's doing a great job with that.
Absolutely. So there we go. That's the... And wow, he's already updated the scores here tonight too and stuff.
Oh, has he? Oh my! Look at that. That's crazy.
He's inputting as they go, man. So that's
great
awesome.
Job,
you know what I gotta do? Maybe I could put this somehow into like a scoring ticker on the bottom of the screen. That's
a little box of its own or something.
That'd be great, man. That'd be great. So tomorrow night, Saturday night, we got Bananas against Penis. We got Gamers going against St. John. That should be a tremendous.
That'll be interesting.
And then Lag against the Hammerhawks to finish the week off here. That's Saturday night hockey. Same time, 11:30 p.m. Eastern. Scheduled for 2. We'll be on here. And I just want to thank everybody, tuning in here. And so, great night of hockey as always, And any final words, Rez, before we close out here?
No, great games tonight. It was fun. Once again, thank you for having me on. I'll try to come on as often as the hockey schedule's permitting, but looks like at least one night of every week I'm able to get on here with you. So I'm excited, man. We got a lot of fun games tonight, and we're going to have a lot of fun games coming out through the next few weeks, and it's going to get tough, and it's going to get tight, and there's going to be a lot of competition. So I'm excited for the next few weeks to come.
Caberlet in the chat says he wants an autograph. Caberlet, who got that winner, man? Was it Randy, man, or was it Joe, man? It was one of those two. But Caberlet had a tremendous series, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
It wasn't just that overtime goals. The goal that led to overtime, that late final seconds to tie the game up, to send it to overtime after St. John's took that lead. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow, another. Hopefully, let's see if we could get another triple stream. You guys been tremendous. Like I said, there were at least like 5 streams going on at once here tonight, which it was tremendous. Okay, Caberlet says he stole it and then passed it to Randy Man, who buried it. Okay, so Randy Man with that OT winner for the Bananas. Tough series tomorrow against Penis. We'll see if they are able to. That's where you get your measured at how good you are, man. If you could compete with the Penis team, you could compete with anybody here this season. So we'll see you guys tomorrow night. I want to thank Dog for dropping in as well, being a guest on here. And I welcome any guests tomorrow night. You guys want to be part of the show here, want to help me out with the play-by-play, or want to just come in for a shout-out before a game or after a game, join the booth. It's right in the Discord, right all the way on the bottom. There's an audio channel there. You'll see Hollywood's booth. You just drop in. It's open to everybody. It's not a private thing, so you just go in there. I don't even have to bring you guys in. We leave it open because we know the community. Everybody on here is pretty civil. Everybody knows pretty much everybody here, and we'll keep it that way. And good luck to all teams tomorrow. Rez, have a good night over there, brother.
You too, man.
Enjoy the
Thanks
weather.
for having me.
Enjoy the weather here in the northeast side. I know I will.
The hot weather.
I know where I'll be. Good night, everybody.